kvöldið. As he said, my name is Arnar, and this is a piece that I call the preemptive animal. We are creatures carved from instinct and leftover terror. Our first religion was flinching. Our first prayer was run. Before language, before fire, before we could name the ache in our chests, there was only this: fear. The trembling in the ribs when shadows moved too fast. The quickened pulse that labeled silence as danger. The ancient animal inside, coiled like an unanswered question. We pretend we're evolved, but the old brain never left. It just learned how to wear a suit and a smile. We try to convince ourselves we've evolved, but I don't buy it. Not tonight. Not after watching men in uniforms call genocide a clerical error, a misunderstanding, a simple matter of policy. Their voices trembled, not with guilt, but with the fear of being seen without their masks. Humans don't become monsters. They regress into something far more ancient, the preemptive animal. The trembling nerve that strikes first to avoid becoming prey. We sharpened our empathy, yes, but we sharpened our weapons even more. We built cities to cage the storms inside us, but the storm still lingers. It drags its nails across the walls. It drags its nails across the walls whenever power shifts, or shame curdles, or a demagogue whispers that the enemy is everywhere and looks exactly like your neighbor. We are not evil by default, we are merely frightened. And fear wears cruelty like armor when it feels desperate and cornered. Civilization is a thin film, a sheer skin stretched tight over the reptile pulsing beneath. It glistens, it cracks, and when enough pressure builds, we molt back into something old and hungry. The truth is simple. Unconscious fear is the hand that loads the chamber before anyone pulls the trigger. Cruelty thrives where self-knowledge is absent. The mind whispers, if I hurt first, I survive. If I dehumanize you, I don't have to confront the mirror. If I erase you, I erase the part of myself I am terrified of. We call it politics. We call it patriotism. We call it destiny. We call it justice, but it's just fear, rebranded and blessed with a national anthem. And yet, for there's always a yet when it comes to the human condition, the very same trembling animal can also choose consciousness, can slow its breath, can question the inheritance, can peel off the ancestral scabs and ask, must I strike first? Or can I sit with the terror long enough to evolve? That's the razor's edge, where humanity earns its name, not in our laws or our flags or our history books, but in the quiet moment when the trigger finger unclenches and the frightened animal becomes something else, something wiser, something new. We are not doomed, we are simply unfinished. We are a species in mid-sentence, mid-evolution, mid-awakening, and the next step isn't quite technological, political, or cosmic, it's interior. To name our fear before it names our enemy, to pause long enough to break the ancestral spell, to become conscious in the instant cruelty would have felt like safety instead. Maybe that is the revolution. Maybe that is the victory. Maybe that is the first time in a long time in our uncertain history of our species that the preemptive animal finally unclenches its jaw. Fuck.